Good evening, folks. I'm Tassinix. Welcome to Week 3, Round 1 of Season 22, 5 vs. 5 Grand Arena Championship for Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. So, tonight, our opponent is tj5270, the algorithm of Knights of Mook. So, the name tj5270 tickled at my mind, and I went back and looked, and I have fought him once before, way back when in a 3 vs. 3 season. So, first time seeing him in 5 vs. 5. It's certainly been a long time. Gotta treat it like a new roster, you know? So, anyway, shout out to TJ in the chat. He'll actually, if time permits and family obligations permit, he'll pop on voice with us and we'll chat while we're doing some of my attacks. But let me go ahead and get the hotbot comparison on screen so we can have a look at that, yeah? All right. All right, so here we go. So, season stats. Good number of wins. I have more unders, and then defends and clears. He has me beat by some margin. GPs within spitting distance of each other. G13s are pretty close. He's got 19 Zetas on me, guys. That's pretty incredible. That's a lot of Zeta power. All right, let's get to the mod analysis. This is where it's fun. So I've got like a couple hundred more 6 dots in him, but he has 12 more 25 speeds. I have him edged out by just a little in the 20 to 24 and plus 20 categories. Same for 15 to 19 and 15 plus. Nothing crazy there. He's got me a little bit edged out there in the 10 to 14 and 10 plus. I've got a couple oddball offense percentage, and then it's kind of whatever with the offense mods. I don't really pay too much attention to that. It's an interesting factoid, not something critical. All right, so let's talk about relics here. On our GL. So my Lord Vader's faster, his JMK is faster than mine. Dead Nuts tie for our cats. I have a bit more damage and health. He has a good bit more protection. Not a big difference though, I think. Alright, so here's where things are weird. Check out this C. Extraordinarily fast C, right? 551. But like paper mache though, only 100,000 health. I wonder what the thinking is there. Clearly good on potency and tenacity, a decent amount of damage, but what is shocking is the really super high amount of speed, right? All right, so we got JML, I'm 1 speed faster, I'll take it. Ray, I'm a bit faster, he's got a couple thousand damage on me, but note that he went for the offense set route because that is very, very thin health pool for Ray. So we'll keep that in mind. Alright, then it's a slacker. Mine vastly outruns his. He's got me beat by about 1,000 damage. That's about it though. The rest of the stats are mine in my favor on that comparison. Crazy fast gas, 321 speed gas. So I have every reason to believe that TJ likes to set gas on defense a decent amount of the time. By the way, TJ, I saw your follow 18 minutes ago. Thanks for joining. I appreciate you following along. If it is only to kick my ass. So I'll take it. Alright, so gas here. Oh, hey, Macabo. Good to see you there. Appreciate you. Thanks for the good luck. I'll probably need it. So he has this crazy fast gas, right? Not terribly high offense. Pretty solid tankiness, though, right? Good bit of health. It's kind of a middle-of-the-road thing, except for being extremely fast. So that's interesting. I wonder what he does with that. All right, now we can talk about DR. All right, so our offense is about the same on the DRs. Mine is extraordinarily faster, so you would think he's got just a crap ton more health. He's got like 6,000 more. It's not all that much more. I think that, because he's skewed his mods to some other characters that you don't usually make so fast, that's probably where some of the speed that would have gone on DR has run off to. Excuse me. Okay, the rest of these characters don't matter so much. You can take a screen grab if you want to look at them. Ships, we line up nose to nose. Nothing special there. And then our best mods, I got a couple plus 28s that he doesn't. So, yeah, nothing too crazy in the top 5 speeds either. All right, guys, let's hop back over to the main scene. What's got you laughing over there, TJ? All right, so, TJ told me in a DM he's the type that likes to do his attacks pretty much as soon as you start attack phase, but he had work and life get in the way here this afternoon, so he hasn't made any attacks yet. So you guys know the drill. We can't go that deep into defensive discussion. But, yeah, let's talk about what I've said here. So, Maul, Sidious, Mara, Sass, Dooku, GG, IG-88, Droideka, T3, and Magna. Love that one. Nute, B1, B2, Django, and L3. And then Bam, Ness, Dengar, Queel, IG-11. It's a pretty solid top wall. All right, so bottom, this was a team that I think it might have been this exact comp, or the tank might have been different, but this was a comp set by an opponent last week. I think it was in Quillaby, and it just gave me all kinds of trouble because I tried to JML it, and I just feel like you don't have that kind of time. You got to get rid of Xeris, right? Like, not only her healing special is a problem, but every time somebody's getting crit, they're going to get healed for 20% of the max health. It's almost no way you're doing positive damage on Rey in that scenario in a world where you can no longer reduce her max HP. So I don't know about all that. Anyway, yeah, Rey, Cat, GK, Xeris, and Vandor got DR, BSF, Malik, HK set. My own Lord Vader with Ultimate available this week just for me. Lord Vader, Emperor Palpatine, Royal, and Shore. Then RJT, BB-8, R2, and the Brothers. Good teams. Done a lot of good work for me this season. All right, let's talk about our opponents' defenses. Offensive review. So, DR, Malik, BSF, HK set. Can't blame the man. I do it myself. I love it. All right, you got Mon Mothma, SRP, Relic 8 SRP. That must be a hairy Rebel fleet the guy's going for, yeah? All right, so Hoth Rebel Scout, Cassian, and Pow. All right, that's actually a pretty decent team. I like it because you have the possibility to AoE ability block, lots of TM flying around, Immortal Tank. I like it. It could do bad things. All right, so RJT, R2, Brothers, and Vet Han. So, no, there's no BB-8 in here. So it's not going to, they're not going to fly off the gate. But absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. Because he could gain, there's a couple buffs he might gain here. And that's, man, he would hit hard. That Swindle Zeta probably punches pretty decently. All right, so he's got his own GG, B1, B2, Magna, and then BB-8. So, anti-Bad Batch, anti-Mon Mothma. The only thing it's vulnerable, if you can say such a thing, is to Night Sisters as a relatively inexpensive counter. But, your best case scenario is 55 banners. So, not the very best. All right, we'll come on down where the party begins. All right. Yeah, right, Absolution. It's the Get Off My Lawn Han. Yes, yes. All right, so Bam, IG-11, Queel, Kara, and Nest. Good team, actually. If you don't... I like Kara for using with Mon Mothma, but and so I substitute Dengar in here because it's kind of the same concept, right? Like, if you have Dengar modded properly where you have enough potency and enough critical chance, you're going to have those bombs remove turn meter, just like Kara. So it's going to be like an AoE TMR. Same principle. She just has that better synergy, I guess. I don't know. I think they're about the same. But I like Kara more with Mon Mothma myself. All right, his own Lord Vader team. Lord Vader, Darth Vader, Thrawn, Admiral Piet, and Royal Guard. Now, I wonder, I applaud you, TJ, for the choice of the Relic 8 Royal Guard. Very imposing. I wonder what you think about using troopers without Admiral Piet, and I wonder if there's certain things that you do using Gideon. I assume is the substitute. Substitute. Are there things that you don't go after because you don't have Piet on your side? I wonder what that is. All right, so he's got his own Bad Batch team down, complete with Omega. So it's the full team there. How fast of an echo? You guys are going to like this. I checked this out earlier. 352. This is the speed that my DR used to be. I miss having Darth Revan at that speed, but that's a beautiful number. I love 352. That is a great number, and that is a screaming fast echo. So I hope I'm not going to get completely blown out by that. Just out of curiosity, how much offense is this guy packing? All right. Strictly not as much as he could be. Okay, 6,000. Okay. Okay, it's not the absolute worst case scenario. You guys get bonus appearance from Kitty. This is Miss Tinsel. Miss Tinsel wants pets, but it's not pets time. It's killing things on Star Wars time. All right, and last but not least, Rey, Cat, Padme, GK, and Zaris. So, I had to think and stew about how I wanted to go about this. Here's what I'm thinking, guys. Let me pull up my sheet. All right. So against the BAM team, I'm going to do Aurra+Gid with Gideon. Against Lord Vader, I think I'm going to do the Slacker option. Now, I know that this is best done with Night Sisters, but I have them reserved for a different use. So, won't have them here. So I have to run the full First Order team and see how it goes. Against this Bad Batch team, I'm going to try this is on recommendation of a guildmate of mine, who's Sasha Isha, if you know him. Excellent GAC player, one of the very best. And he thinks that this can be done with kind of Padme and, other Galactic Republic. So I think I can put something together for that. And then this Rey Cat team, I think I'm going to do more or less what Arnold did the other day that I saw in a video with using C, Armor, and Watt. It might be a crazy hairy backwall for me. I don't know. Typically, our opponent doesn't set more than 2 GLs on defense, so I'm hoping this is, the worst of it, and then behind something a little bit more manageable. All right, let's line ourselves up to do, well, first, actually, guys, let's be smart, real smart before we get underway. Let's go ahead and restart the game because, don't want that drama. So, how y'all doing? Happy midweek. Y'all made it. Don't worry, guys. I'll start the combat music once we get underway here. I know y'all are missing the combat music. Oh, wrong button. All right. So yeah, that's the reason this is called Mirror Mirror. We both set the 2 same GLs down. We both have GG up top. I don't know. The first thing that popped into my mind when I looked at the board, I was like, huh. All right. Here's the game plan for Rey. We'll pick up your boy, Mandalorian. We'll go get her. We really want the 3rd stack if Arnold's video can be believed, because we might need it just for hitting back. Let's think about Separatist, pick up Watt, and then 2 Dark Side tanks. Those will be Stormtrooper and Gar. The Relic 7 thick boy Gar serves a purpose. TJ, by the way, TJ responded to my question here about using Piet with that team. He said he does lose quite a bit by putting it on defense. Like, you lose a lot of offensive steam, I guess, for your Troopers team. But it's really good for putting that team on defense. So, TJ, how do you find yourself limited without Piet? Like, are you not going after, the fastest DRs, or like, where do you find your limits are? Because I want to try that myself. I just feel like my trooper team's naked without Piet. I don't know. It's a tough thing to balance. So I appreciate you taking the risk. All right, guys. Let me cue up the music and get us rolling. All right, let's go. All right, got to do tank out. Link you. Link you. No need for you to be able to do any critical strikes. And now we have a decently fast charge time. We've got the 2 fastest characters linked. Got that going for us. We should put weapon tech out onto armor to hasten the coming of the 3rd turn. 3rd turn, rather. All right, I see that you responded to me, TJ. Super appreciated. I'll get right with you. We should do this. Okay, we got the assist. All right, okay. Okay. We've almost got that 3rd turn we're looking for, guys. All right, let's get the Beskar on. Okay, I'm excited. Let's roll. Pretty good spot here. We just need an opportunity to relink before the end, I guess. We can go ahead and put health out onto Storm. He's our best, like, legit tank. So we'll just do that. Okay, okay. Just basic off the stack of inspiration. Almost there. Okay, so let's go ahead and assume that we could get a bad lock. Let's go ahead and lock these 2. Rey and Padme and Cat, rather. We're going to be in good shape here. We just got to move along. Okay, so I wasn't able to do the 2nd stack of armor shred. I actually knew better than that. I shouldn't have done that. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. This Rey is like 460 something speed, so just absolute wood. Okay, 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 okay. No need to actually do the protection. Let's hit the button, because we still got a couple minutes of fighting to do beyond all this, right? We don't want to risk a timeout. Come on, come on. Come on. All right. Okay. Link? That's fine. We can link these 2 for now. Okay. A little bit of time yet. Okay. Okay. Protection restores. Yes, yes. Okay. Let's go. That's right. That's right. Get you some shock. Yeah! Oh, this is going all right, guys. Yeah, that's all. That's all she wrote. Okay, guys, 48. It's a tough ticket, but we didn't lose. Yeah, Absolution. I was a little sweaty on that one, too. Alright, let's go after this Lord Vader first. Let's do our first order. So crew, Sid, Hux, and I think I want Fu here for maximum turn cycling to Kylo. Exactly, Sasha. It's as good as a 48 can feel. I didn't drop to like one of the premium, top defenses in the game. By the way, guys, I don't know about you, but you know, power creep is always a problem in a game like this, and I know that the kits keep getting more and more complex, especially for GLs, but I really like how well Ray and Slacker have held up, especially compared to the new ones. Like, these guys are still really good characters. Alright, so here we go. Okay, Mr. Stabbins. Yep. Okay. Now we do. Now I can't actually give you the turn because you've got days. Don't be deceived, Tassix. Don't be fooled. Let's go ahead and do this because we have got to do the swipe right now. Okay. Days, days, days. Okay, we got another Dispel right here though, right? We should take advantage of it. All of the Dispels. Gotta keep after him. No choice in the matter. Well, if we gotta keep after him then. Okay. Vader with the bonks. Oof. Oof. Gotta calm down with all that there, friend. Okay, they all... Okay. So that's actually pretty hot. I like the Admiral Piet there for that reason. That's actually pretty good. Damn. And we have Fracture on crew, so that's a tough spot for us to be in. We can hit anybody we want, though. So let's actually hit Vader just to steal some mastery, maybe? I don't know, man. It's looking rough, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Might have to pop ultimate here because I don't think I'm gonna survive another set of turns, so this is tough. We gotta knock these guys out, absolutely out, including you. Okay, you're still stuck. We gotta swipe, try and knock more out. Gotta go for it. No other choice. Why do you come out of your ultimate with ability lock? Now, isn't that a bunch of shit? Okay, that's good. You're hitting the guy I want you to hit. I'm into that. I kind of have to hit you now, though. That's really not part of the game plan if it's all the same to you. So he's going to do a crush right after his ultimate. That's the huge bummer here, guys. But I got to try and do another swipe. It'll take too long for me to... Alright. So we've got everybody, we've got almost everybody gone. Got that going for us, which is nice. First, you have to die. We really need to finish you off, friend. Because if we should have to come back... kill him. Okay. So, if I try to be greedy, I'll for sure lose. Okay, let's think about it. If I stab him, there's that. Okay, let's go ahead and pop. I say let's pop. Let's do a big stab. That's going to be the biggest possible hit I can get on him. Another big stab. He's so huge, man. Okay. Good series of attacks, friend. Keep up the stabbins. Yeah, we're in hot trouble though, boys. Yeah. There comes the crush and the 8s. Whew. Come on. Just a little love. Alright. So he's got a bunch of health. Okay, let's note it down. So we killed everybody but Lord Vader himself. And now we see why the Admiral Piet was so potent, right? If you happen to be so foolish as to do any kind of AoE, as long as Lord Vader has the mark on him from Piet, which the AI seems to be willing to give to him readily, you got a problem. Alright, let's talk about cleanup, guys. I'm interested in your hot ideas while I comment up this drop. So 1 drop, Let's see. AoE from Sit allowed massive counter from team, including Lord Vader, to kill him. So no cascade. So that's the tough part, right? As long as Lord Vader is marked, it's not the best idea to do the AoE. So here's the fun part, guys. If I had FOST, I don't think it would have gone down the same way. So the big reason to take Fu would be to pass the turn meter over to Kylo on that first turn, but because they all had days, there would have been no value. So that was just an error on my part. I should not have brought Fu. I should have brought FOST, because Thrawn fractured Crew and kept him without taunt for most of the match. So if I had had anybody with taunt when Sit went to go do his first AoE, he would not have ate all those counters. So if when I do this next time, I'm going to do it with double tank, and I'm going to see how that goes. Especially if it's the same comp as this. When you have the threat of both the Piet mark on Lord Vader and fracture. That's a big deal. Got to deal with that just right. Yeah, TJ says he's not looking forward to my array. I'll be honest with you, friend. I wouldn't be looking forward to it either if it were me. Alright, guys, any hot ideas on cleanup? You guys think Geos can do this? Is there a reason Geos can't do this? I gotta think about it. Who's the best Lord Vader cleanup? I mean, let's take a look at Lord Vader real quick. Is there something to his kit that is going to make him benefit in the same way that Slacker does from, like, TM removal? Okay. Yeah. Okay. So good to be attacking him with something dark side. I think we're in business with Geos, guys. I think we could use the standard Geos squad. Immune to turn meter manipulation. So I couldn't remove turn meter from him if I had wanted to. It'll be helpful to have... Yeah, I think Geos will work well because you have two dispels, right? You have the second special from GBA, and then you also have Poggle. So I think that's going to be a fair cleanup. And no worse than what you'd have to do otherwise, like killing some other GL. Alright, let's think about it. So, Sunfax, Soldier, Poggle, Spy. Alright, I feel like we've considered this pretty reasonably. So hopefully I'm not punished. GBA, Sunfax, Soldier, Spy. Alright, let's roll. Okay. Okay. Alright, so... let's see. It feels gross, guys, but I'm not going to do the Dispel here because I've got Poggle coming up to take care of us, right? You can be ability blocked. Man, that is busted. Alright, well let's do that Dispel here. We'll save GBA's main Dispel for just a little later, yeah? Oh, this is working out quite nicely though. Except for all that. We've already got the crit chance up, right? This would put an Expose. Let's do it. We've already got an ability block. We've got time on our side. And he is going to ultimate one of these days though, isn't he? He's going to dispel all his debuffs, so no bother wasting all of that. Ashes, Days, AoE ability block. We don't get to do the stabbings, folks. That's a tough time. Alright, so we got that. Okay, we're paying a blood price here now, guys, because we have the AoE locked ability block. That's a tough situation. Alright, that's the biggest hit we could possibly do. We'll call Spy because that's our last best hope at this. Come on, come on. There's our big Dispel, which we oh so desperately needed. He cannot be ability blocked further, so we just have to mass him down. I'm really hoping we got it, guys. He is just taking all the big chips. All of it. All of it. Look at that, man. Just a monster. Whew. Okay. Can be debuffed now. Can be debuffed. Go for the expose. No expose. Go for the big buff up. Go for the dispel. Got him. Alright, 35. Alright. Little bit worrisome, but through the gate. Whew. Alright, so let's talk about BAM. Bounty Hunters. So, Aurra. Boss. Reef. Mando. And... thanks, TJ. I appreciate it. It was the best cleanup I could come up with, and I'm feeling pretty good about not getting completely destroyed by the ultimate going off, which went off really fast, by the way. I mean, I don't know that there's any other GL that can do that when you're facing a solo GL, and they're like, no, that's fine. You're just gonna charge me faster, so that's okay. All right. We're faster here. Let's get underway. Okay. Resets. That's fine. Do an armor shred. Do a barrel roll. Squat up. Hit him. We got the stun, we got the mass. We do the delete here, and we start patiently, carefully, working our way around. Let's kill you next. So you won't be able to be meaningfully stunned. Now's a good time to do the next taunt, that's fine. Oof, yeah, that's a good counter there. Okay, okay. The daze. Alright, so we got the daze out. Let's go ahead and do a dispel here. We don't want anybody too low in case you have what's-her-name come along and just knock you out. It's fine if we call Grief. Daze is neat. Stun is neat if you can get it, basic. Okay, okay. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. We can hit you. I'm cool with it. Ooh, almost had Mando get popped. Which is definitely, one of the only ways this can go south on us is if he should die. And we don't get to take care of Nest. There's our Nest kill. Alright guys, we got this one in the bag, right? Okay. Kill him! Taking forever with this one. Dispel all of this. All of this. Yeah, that's fine. That was a mistake. I should have done that basic on the wheel. Gotta just delete them all, I guess, one after the other. There we go. Thank you for that. Kill you. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Taunt up. Hunter Stealth, Stun, Basic. 59. I'm into it. 59 will do. Alright. Alright, this Hunter team then. Alright, Sasha, let's see if this idea works, yeah? I know you're out there. So, what did I write down? Padme, Ahsoka, JKA, we'll do Ayla, and Qui-Gon Jinn. So, yeah, here's hoping this works. It's a pretty bold move. I have other terrible options if I have to back out. Alright, so thank you for that. Okay, thank you for that. Alright, so we have to do the Mass Dispel here. This one must die. Huh. I have other terrible options. Hey TJ, how you doing?
Hey man, how's it going?
It's going well. Let me get you set up here in the voice. Let me do that right after the fight though, okay? I'm on the clock.
Oh, no, you great, that's alright.
I appreciate you. Oh my god, your Hunter just dodged my 22 courage stack Ahsoka. Absolute hacks.
Yeah, it seems like they like really moved up the dodge, man. Like it's ridiculous how much more like everything dodges, like ship and character.
I believe you, man. I believe. Oh yeah, the ship dodges are absolute crap.
Oh. That's probably the worst one, right? Especially if you're up from down here. Yeah.
Yep. Alright, come at me, Tech. Come on. Yeah, as soon as this fight's over, I'll stream to you on Discord Live, so there's no delay for you.
Oh yeah, sure.
Alright, we got 55. That'll do. Not bad for a Junker team.
No, it's really, you know, obviously it's Echo, right? So that's why I had to pump him up. So.
I'm not saying your team was the Junker. Mine was.
No,
don't take it the wrong way.
Bad backs in general, right? They're just meant to step up.
I hear you. Let's see here. Alright, let's...
So I got you on one phone watching all the same time on that.
Yeah, you know what? Since I'm going to put it on open mic now to talk to you, I appreciate if you can mute the stream on your other device so we don't have an echo through.
Oh, yeah. No, we're good.
Alright, we got the desktop audio enabled. Okay, so now everybody should be able to hear you, TJ. Thanks so much for joining me here.
Oh, yeah, happy to.
Okay, man. And thanks, shout out to Sasha, Isha for that counter there. That was pretty slick. I like that for the Padme. I was going to use something a hell of a lot more expensive on that, so appreciate you. Okay, so we've got some decent teams in the back. Let's go ahead and note it up. Maul. Trade. Sign. Nihilus. And Mark. Decent team. Okay, we got JMK, Echo, Rex, Ark, and Ice. Got a crabby toddler in the background, too.
I hear you. Well, you're not going to hear that from my side. We're going to hear a crabby 6-year-old or a crazy 8-year-old, maybe dogs.
I heard a dog.
Yeah.
Oh, and look at this Nute team. I know this Nute team very well. Okay.
Yeah, I had to give you some fun stuff, right? I had to keep you on your toes with something, and then when I was looking through it, and it was like, how do I swap things up to make it more interesting, right?
Yeah, the Traya team is actually a good choice. I had an opponent last week. I dropped.
So where I got that from is honestly, I believe your guy, Sasha.
Yeah.
When they did Zareth. So Zareth fought it, and he brought out the call out for it, but it was no ESIT, right? So I had to put that with the troopers. So I was like, what do I put there to kind of make it interesting? And it's like, if I leave the right thing in there and get that damage hit, and it goes off, oof, it's going to be dangerous. So.
Well, I heard that. I mean, that's going to be a strong team for sure to deal with. Now I have to think about where I'm going to crap. Okay, so this new team I'm going to have to plot on for a minute. Might end up having to overwhelm it. All right, so you placed a third GL, you sneaky bastard. How do I want to deal with that? I think JMK Bad Batch should have a decent chance of taking that on, so I'm gonna pen that in for now and circle around back if I need to. Yeah, you Sasha says that new team looks familiar.
I see it. Yeah,
that new team's bread and butter to me, man. I run that all day.
Well, and you know the fact that we have the scandal in there, there's scandals on the team all over the place. Tie that into him being able to come back and cleanse, right? And if you got the right build on it, he'll last all day. He'll just sit there and she'll just take it. So it's like it's great.
I mean, you're right, and you've got the Zeta there on L3, which is nice. So you know that's kind of the operative thing with what I set with my new team. That's kind of the new way that I'm splitting up my separatists. The way that you see there, because I like that, you know, you really do want to go after my B2, but you also have to acknowledge that L3 is going to heal it.
That's it. And that's a tie-in, right? And the minute you start trying to touch Nute or you try to do anything, obviously we're going to have that immunity on Django, right? But the nice having the scoundrels to tie in, so it's going to just speed them up.
Yep. Yeah, and Sasha's in the comments here saying that L3 is a great add to this team, for this new team. So good call there. I mean, it's a tough defense.
I'll take best in the game, but I'm going to counter that and say, while I did put a tough defense, that also limits out. So if I make one mistake or if I get one off, it's like, yeah, it's a great defense, but the opportunity now for me to fail, like your Ray team, she's got the perfect amount of offense to tie in with that much health. That is a tough sucker to try to discount.
Yeah.
So if I get that failed, it's like, well, it's all going to go downhill. But I was like, well, I'll take the risk. We'll go balls to the wall and see what comes back off of it.
I hear you, man. And I think that we're pushing in a direction now where, you know, if you took, like 2 months ago, Ray with 200,000 health, a crit avoidance arrow, and 10,000 offense was like the gold standard.
Oh, yeah.
Now I'm needing to farm up either better mods overall, like to replace with a full offense set, or get a crazy offense arrow, or just pick up some other health mods with crazy offense primaries. But like getting closer to where you're at, like closer to 12,000, seems like the new threshold, because it's just a better minimum if you're running without Cat, but it's just that much more deadly if you are running with Cat.
Well, and you made a good call out when you were looking at my teams and the speeds, because the C does really good at with that much speed, it moves, right? He moves really quick, so he's able to dig in and out of a team. But the counter to that is when you hit that magic number of 10K plus on offense with that Cat setup, it can't last. And I've gone every which way I can think of on those teams. It will not hold. Just like if I was able to put a little more speed on the Ray and she got to that other ult, that would have been it. That was my offset of saying, let's put her so much offense with losing a lot of that speed.
Yeah. I mean, that's me running that C counter there from Arnold's video a few days ago. That's my first time running that, so I didn't know if it was going to pan out well. But clearly, if I didn't have both Watt and armor there, it was not going to work.
Well, I will tell you with my super fast C, but not having all of the stuff buffed up, which is like he's my immediate next R8 that we're looking at right now. And
right on.
Just because he needs the buff up. Even with that, I had the 3 stacks. I had the Watt in there. I had the full line, and it's still the 10K plus was that magic number. It got to that third ult. I couldn't do anything. It's just that ramp up, but there's no way to stop it down.
I hear you. Now I gotta stew on what I'm gonna do about this. So I've got 2 more GLs to trivialize things. All right, so I gotta make use of them properly so we can slacker the hardest thing. Well, no, we can't slacker anything. Slacker's gone. We've got JML and JMK for use. So let's think about that. So JMK is called out there. Let's go about our business at the top wall, guys, and see if we can have this all go to plan. All right, what did I have penned in here? Against DR, y'all know the script. It is Imperial Troopers. But hey, let's do ourselves a service and check for surprises. All right, 340 speed DR. Still in the clear with my Piet at 332, so 352. Should work, just barely. And let's check out the BSF situation. Okay, 315 speed, 70,000. Okay, No crit avoidance arrow. Ah, high amount of offense, though. Decent amount of offense. Okay, alright, I see that. And so the intention with the crit chance mods then is, you know, get as close to 50% as possible and give yourself the best chance of the kablow.
Well, so I think you made the perfect call when we're talking about Darth Revan, right? Because as we keep getting the new characters and they keep offsetting, it's ultimately where do you pull the speed from, right?
Yeah.
So when you actually talk about it's funny, you mentioned my 321 gas. Well, what that is that's these mods from my gas put on my Darth Revan, they're flip-flop. So for arena, I run the super fast gas to just get it spread out, right? I get it to come off. So that's honestly what it's doing. So that's not
Okay.
So what you look at when the flip-flop is, it's not a tricky thing. I'm not trying to do it. I'm literally just being lazy. And I just put the assignment and it's like move it back and forth because obviously we all know how much everybody loves mods, right?
I mean, so funny thing, for Shadowlands Vanguard, I'm actually overall responsible for mod compliance. Like we have a bunch of compliance coaches that take on like a certain number of the members, and I have a group of members that I take care of, but I'm also responsible for the coaches because I could do this all day. I love mods. I'm obsessive about it.
You, my friend, are a madman. So props to you for something that is honestly in this game is one of the most painstaking, right? So like I'm dreading when Maul comes. I love when Maul comes because obviously we're all ready and everybody wants the toy. Yep. But I am dreading that move, right? Because it's like, okay, we know what we have to do. He's going to be one speed under Cat. So we got to make sure that this is fast enough to be able to do what he's supposed to do. And how does that tie in? Like I don't know. So as you saw with my LV, he's built up for speed and he's built up to be tanky, right? Solid. He's meant to stick it out for right now. But I don't know if that's what's going to be the end result once we get to the end LV. So we get the actual Galactic Legend, not the half one right now.
Right, yeah. I mean, this is exactly that null zone that we were in JMK before CAD. So, you know, in a few weeks' time, this will all be upended, to be sure. But it's pretty cool that when you put those premium characters alongside him, it's still a really solid defense. Just as is.
I hate people that, well, I can't say I hate. I dislike people that say that LV is not a good character. This guy is fun. And what I mean by that is his build is he is so just built well, right? Yeah. Yes, we need more stuff, and yes, we want a bigger show, but I disagree severely. Like, if we look at the Phase 4, oh my God, it ran so smooth and so easy, it wasn't even close to being anything bad. Even in the 4th phase, I think I got the same one that Arnold did in his video with, but it was easy. I seriously just ate the team up. And the only other thing I say where I disagree with Arnold, what he said, is I think the Vader lead is absolutely necessary because that tenacity is just ridiculous in you know Phase 4 of Darkside TV where Vader doesn't care. LV doesn't care what your tenacity is. He's gonna apply the dots. You're gonna get hurt.
Yeah, I hear you, man. That is absolutely true, and he's such an amazing character. You know, I mean, this is by no means a controversial opinion itself, but there are a lot of people playing this game this day that have some awfully lazy opinions about the game.
Yeah, and like I've been telling people in my guild, it's like if you guys are saying he's a bad Galactic Legend, you're not playing the character, or maybe you don't have it built right, or maybe it's not coming up against what you needed to. Obviously, James. Yeah, obviously JMK Cat, right? That's not a comparison. That's a full Galactic Legend versus one who's built to be the counter, but get Maul in there, and then what are people going to want to run? Because he's not going to die. He's just going to sit there and take whatever you throw at him, as you saw with your dual match, right? Everything you're throwing, and he likes it.
And he's so cool because he's like resistant to that cleanup, man. Like no other GL is sitting there and getting a full charge ultimate alone.
Yeah,
that's pretty sick. All right. So we just 59 DR using, troopers as usual, guys. Nothing scary or controversial there. GG. I think I'm gonna Bastila lead Jedi that.
I guess I need to start working on yours, right? I'm supposed to actually start playing. I'm having fun watching.
Hey,
so,
you,
but
you like I told you before, man. You attack in your own good time. There is no expectation on you. You do what you do when you do.
Yeah, but I like the idea of you guys being able to go in and show full thing and be able to get like that full scope, right?
Well,
and
hey,
I really
don't wait on
OCD.
me while I'm doing my battles. You got your other device watching me. Go ahead and kick my teeth in.
I am absolutely OCD when it's like, if I get the time and it does, I basically, the minute, for me on my side, I'm in Arizona. So it's like, it's 2 p.m. I'm immediately trying to be in to get started on it. Yep. Like, empty the room, can't hear or talk to anybody. It's completely silent so I can really focus. And if RNG decides to not go my way, I'm ready to offset that.
Hey, Zareth dropped in. Zareth, you have a good deal of opinions, and I would say almost none of them are lazy. And I only say almost because I can't say that I remember all of them. How about that? Okay, so we could do the big Bastila thing. We've got the big turn meter strip about to come out. Let's get to it. We've already lost 30 seconds, guys. I gotta stop jaw jacking. Alright, so we got that. Let's go ahead and get the stun. JKL is probably excessive here, but you know what? We're just gonna make it work. Alright, we do, go after, B2, song remains the same. I can't slap anything meaningful from those guys, so I'm not. And we'll use Yoda there for the kill. Okay. GG back in it. Alright, there's another. Okay, man, he's boy taking punches over there. Okay, let's see. We'll basic here. Hey, Wiz, how's it going? Oh, Wiz Shenanigans seems to know you, TJ. I guess you guys share a fleet shard.
Oh yeah. What they call it's the SSS. So that's what we call the shitty ship shard, because it's that one that they had to split off. So when they did the original setup, our side had to work with CG Carry to get our shard split, because we had so many people. It was an abnormality, and in doing that, that really brought about where we got to. So that's why it got titled the SSS.
I hear you. I really don't want to kill B1 here before JKR's next turn. Come on, don't kill him! Alright, now target. Alright, there we go. Okay. We're gonna get somewhere. Buff spread. Call you boy. There we go. Alright, sent him home. Bonk. 58. And let it never be said, guys, that I can't one-shot GG using Premium Jedi. It's terrible when you just drop. It's GG. You have to, it's like you're looking longingly into the mirror. Who am I? What am I? All right, so let's think here about Mon Mothma. All right, guys, we got a couple different ways to skin these cats. So we have Triumvirate, right? Triumvirate's really not going to be helpful to us on anything on the bottom line. I'm actually wrong about that. It could be very useful to us against Nute. So let me go ahead and say that I'm not going to use it up front right now, which means I need a couple different answers. Now, I think that without BB-8 here, this RJT team would be fairly weak to Mon Mothma. So I'm going to take that plunge. Let me check my homework real quick and see if when I check RJT counters on Swugga.gg, if this has never, ever, ever been seen. Give me one without BB-8. So almost nobody's going to have information about that. That's an unusual matchup. Okay. So I'm seeing a lot of things that aren't that. Alright. Where will I use CLS? Fine question. I forgot to reserve CLS, but I was expecting you to have your tricky gas in the back. Okay, so if I go first, you know, attacking out of turn is bad news with Traya, so I think we're going to end up GLing Raddus. So I guess JML. It feels weird to use Jedi against Sith of any kind, but that would be the one to do it. Okay. So if we do, what would it be against this new team? It would be Traya, Scion, Nihilus, what? What does that look like? Traya, Scion, Nihilus. Something we won't lose. We won't have need for Thrawn elsewhere. I don't think this is an appropriate place to try and go for an Iron Man. We need some other kind of utility. Something. Let's see. Another tank. No. Target lock diamonds, but you're the only one who does target locks, and that won't be so useful to me. Days won't be helpful. Well, days could be helpful. It's Maul. Well, no, that's not how it works. It's Traya's unique that removes debuffs off of Sith allies. Nothing to do with leadership. Okay. What am I gonna do here with you?
Yeah, see, I think you got me. I was going your Vader, and I was trying a different way to go about it, and it just outlasted me.
I feel you. If I'm going to use Traya down here, then I'm going to do something extra super jank. It's rare that I encounter Mon Mothma on defense, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to throw, well, first I'm going to select the right team. Let's not do that. Let's give this over to the Jawas, yeah? What about Darth Chili? What is Darth Chili? First of all, I should probably start putting this in here. Is this you? Is this you? There you go. You have a lead. What is it? When an ally damages a droid. No such droids, so new will be you in the leadership slot. Alright guys, we'll drop it in Jawas, and we're giving it over. Giving it over to the U team. And we'll check and see how TJ's progress is going.
Not well.
Don't
we'll
kill
see.
the damn scavenger. Kill anyone else, not the scavenger. Yeah. 75% chance. Alright. Wow. People aren't liking that one. Okay, okay. Pop go to Weasel? Okay. So now we just have a very lonely SRP here. He's actually got an incredible amount of tenacity, as fate would have it, for whatever reason. What's this one gonna do? Whoop his ass, see his ass. Get them grenades on him. Okay, I'm into that. 8. Basic him. Throw another grenade on him. That's all I'm good. UTD. Where's that other basic? Okay. No, we can keep stacking. I want to keep stacking, guys. Ooh, maybe I should have done. I don't know. We've still got time. All right, let's keep it rolling. Keep it up, guys. Keep rolling out them grenades. Okay, alright, no protection left. Do it! So close. Get him yet. Smug little bastard. Get out here. Get out here. Come on, come on. The accuracy. Whatever it is. It's gonna cause me problems. What's it take to do meaningful damage to this man? No, it's not going to help us. There it is. Gotta catch it with no buffs. There's the one we were looking for, guys. 54. Got it for the cheap seats on that one. All right,
Yeah.
TJ, let's check in.
Yeah, not so good, man. Like I said, it's doing everything I thought it was gonna do. Took the risk, and that's okay. You know what? It's live and learn, right? I saw something I thought.
All right. So you're in
let's
progress
try it.
on Ray. Don't let me distract you, man. You're in progress.
Oh, you're not. You're not. I'm just waiting for the end kill right now. Not from me. Yeah, that's what I thought was gonna happen.
Let's see. Okay, so yeah, Lord Vader alone. So you took out everybody else. Okay. Now, I will say this, though. I thought your Lord Vader pretty much was at full for my second attempt, right?
I don't know about full, but it was a pretty good amount.
Like green health, though.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm starting in a slightly worse position.
Yeah, but so I'm dropping another battle, so that's where I'm looking. I'm like, now I've got to try to do it. Got down to the majority, but I slipped on who I was going to take. So,
did you do? What I did with C, or what did you try to do there?
No. So the C was not going to do it. You had over that. I looked for that offense point, right? The 10K offense point.
Yeah, right. With your health pool on C, right? Yeah.
Right. So it's like, what do I use? So I went the JML route, and it's like, what do I have to get rid of? Your smart point, having Vandor in there to keep reviving. Your cat revived. Oh man, I wish you would have reported it. You would have laughed. It was funny because I had cat revived at least 5 times. She kept coming back. So that Vandor offset was great, right? And that was the perfect spot. So because I had to keep focusing on her because I couldn't let her get off, and I had to try to keep Xeris under control, it was just applying a whole bunch at the same time.
Hey Jorbo, I see you in chat. Gosh, that's I think that starts Jesse. Maybe I'm wrong. Remembering people by their Twitch handles is tough. But yeah, it's a Lord Vader solo, and our esteemed opponent here at least knows, if nothing else, he's got Geos that can go after it and clean it up.
Yeah. So, but then now it becomes the tie-in of who do you go after with Geos? Do you go after the Green Ray, or do you go after the Vader and try to take a risk it for the biscuit? And that's the offset, and that's the risk running, doing what I was doing, right? So doing that team in the back, it's you're gonna go for balls for the wall, and that's fine, but you're gonna pay for it at the same time.
Yep. I think it's tough to replace Kenobi here as a tank too.
Yeah.
I've got like a Relic 5 bays and stuff like that. He's he's not gonna fill the bill. Not anywhere close. I mean, just.
Well, I mean, you have Kenobi, so by doing that, you need that setup because it's like you can't hit offense, right? So even if they try to do SLK at the same time, that Kenobi is just going to deter that. And realistically, I'm telling you right now, the key to that victory for me, because I had to keep focusing on Cat, was Vandor. Vandor continued, even with the debuff, to revive her, and she just kept coming back as I was trying to build it down. So that delay in my time frame kept messing me up, and then I couldn't get to Ray quick enough to offset it.
I hear you. Wow, that's incredible, man. That's I'm glad the Vandor thing panned out. I don't have him in there with the expectation of getting a lot of revives. I have him in there with like the gas deterrent intention.
Right.
Of course, I mean, having Cat in there is enough, but with Vandor, it just feels extra complete. I fought a Comp Patrol guy last week in Quillaby who set, I think, this same comp down, and it kicked my ass, man. I tried to go in with JML. It did not work.
Yeah. In Quillaby, he's in our ship shard, so I've known that guy for years. Yeah, so I've known that guy for years. And he's in Colorado. He's like real awesome guy. But it's funny because I watched and I think who did he face? It was Arnold, right, last week too. And then when he faced him, same thing. That comp with Xeris and Cat tied in together it's just the end all be all right there. It
really is. It's so much better than the Watt that people were running the week before. Like, it is way better. And having Watt available to use with C like that's what's up. That's the bee's knees.
Yeah, and that team that you faced was the team that I faced, And I could tell you the amount of bad things that happened to me that are hilarious. It took out 3 of my GLs, and one of them, it was 4 out of 5 first order team, and the only people that were in there were what was it? It was Ray, it was Xeris, and it was Cat. I couldn't get to the team because I tried to run JML, but I didn't put a big enough team in there. And then I tried to run C, and that didn't work out. And Xeris healed, so everybody went back. And then on the SLK setup, Cat hit me with the one-hit knockout on my SLK.
Yep.
And because what it is Xeris healed, Cat was back up, and then boom, I was done. So that match, I couldn't clear it. It was just like I couldn't have enough bad things happening, and then your Vander comes back and it really liked Cat. They were BFFs.
I'll take a blessing where I can get one, man.
You know how I think everybody knows how it goes with TW and GAC, right? These two are the ones where it's like anything that can happen to you, either you're going to be on point and the night is phenomenal and it's fireworks going off, or oh my god, how the hell did I lose to this team? What went wrong and what did I choose?
Yep. I see here on swugga.gg, guys, people use CLS here minus C3PO against the RJT comp that features BB-8 in it, and they get 59.1. So I'm taking a second here to mull about dropping C3PO. I can tell you this, the last time I made the choice to drop C3PO against something, I got blown out. And I don't remember what I was fighting, because it was like 4 seasons ago, but I remember that experience. I'm just going to go ahead and use the full shebang. My hunch here is that the one banner isn't going to kill me. Alright, so we pop Resistance Hero Finn first. Alright, next we go after Vet. Vet's got to die. Let's think about this. We remove a lot off the table by getting rid of R2. That was very, very nice. Let's go ahead and get this onto Han. Go after Vet Han. We certainly do not want to kill RJT before Vet Han is down and out of the game. Pop Goat Weasel, got him. Alright, buff up. Go for the stun. Basic. Ooh, she's really going after Cheerio. Even though we miss, we're going to go ahead and use the special just because it gets us the other turn. The assist helped us out and finished her off. And that's all she wrote, guys, 58. So one banner is the price of security. Okay. Where is that team? There it is. Okay, so copy over Monmouth. No, we didn't use that there. CLS. 2 here. 2 here. C3PO. 58. Not bad. Okay, guys. Let's talk about this crazy stuff in the bank. Alright. Fleets, let's just have a look, and we'll do fleets last, guys. Negotiator. Very fair. I'm going to potentially pen in to go in with Home 1. And then we've got Executor. And that's going to be Malevolence. So I'm guessing, if I'm a sporting gentleman here, TJ, I'm guessing that third reinforcement's an Imperial TIE bomber. You don't have to tell me. You don't have to tell me, but that's what I think it is.
TIE bomber. It's interesting. I'm going to let you figure that out.
Yeah.
I could tell you you're probably not right.
Okay, that's pretty fair. That's pretty fair. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So we got Traya Silent Miles. That means that we have JMK Ham. Yeah, we got something to deal with this. All right. So let's try this. All right. Let's try this Traya Cyan thing. All right. We got to make this work, guys. What are we gonna do?
So good bit of information.
Oh.
And I'll give it to you. So
yeah,
your Vader, it was low enough for me to do, and there's a trick to it, and I've used it before, and if you build it right, it's awesome. So First Order was able to actually clear that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's I didn't put in. I actually pulled some of the wrong people, but yeah. So it was Phasma. Now I gotta maybe go look at the first order team. But yeah, first order, that buildup can actually take out quite a few teams.
So you use like just a B team, like a Phasma lead. Do you have the Zeta for Phasma?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so you're getting the good assists out of that. That's good.
Yeah. And actually that was really needed. So for this team, I did Phasma, FOST, first order officer, actual SF TIE pilot, and then Executioner.
Very interesting. You can clean. You heard it here first, folks. You can clean up a solo Lord Vader with a Zeta Phasma lead B team first order. That's incredible.
Yeah, I forgot Kylo Ren, and I was kind of nervous because Kylo Ren, obviously the engine, right, as it's turning around.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's the same thing for an SLK. SLK actually you can tear him down as well. It's Executioner. If you build him up with that health and you keep just passing it to him, and then if you're getting the assist, man, it just chops him down. And that's what I was doing.
That's incredible. Yeah. So the key there is the Phasma lead and having Fox. But that's a really interesting cleanup. Nicely done, though. Very clever. And yeah, Darth Jesse in the chat's like, Zeta Phasma is back.
Yeah. I 100% recommend it. It's surprising on defense, so if people don't know what they're looking for, it'll catch you because people aren't going to be ready for that dual assist. The special TIE fighter pilot, right?
Yeah.
People don't recognize how strong that pilot actually is, and the fact that they apply slow and then calls in assists. So using him as another assist mechanic. So basically, you do FOST, tap it into Fox. You do the TIE fighter pilot, you tap it into Fox, and you're just feeding it, right? And then Captain Phasma goes, and she gives them TM. And then if you have Kylo Ren in there, he's giving everybody TM. So it's like your buildup is your ramping. And every time Fox is hitting them and chopping down, it can possibly remove TM if the GL will let you do it. Yep. So it's like, I've taken that all the time on lone GLs because it's just like Fox just ramps up so badly and it gets hit, but it's got the health build on it, so that way it's ramping up that damage, and it's great.
That's, that's incredible. Let me think how I'm gonna do this Traya analysis thing. What I need a healer of some kind here with them. So I've got old Ben here in the mix, guys, because he can just he can do an AoE ability block. Simply put, thinking about some other healer or support or maybe a tank. I'm really looking for some kind of healer to jump out at here, but I don't think it's coming, guys. I don't think it's coming. Alright, that might mean that I'm best served throwing in another tank. So that means I could benefit from... Well, I don't want to use Zalbar, because I have mission available in case I need to do some kind of cleanup. We've got Baze, but he's kind of a one and done. SRP has the immortal tank potential. You have Stormtrooper Hunt, who I do really like here, but who is it going to be? I think it should probably be Stormtrooper Hunt, guys. I'm going to give that a go. So we got a lot of tankage going on here. And let's Old Ben and Stormtrooper Han. Stormtrooper Han, just to have another warm body to hopefully catch a rocket from Django. That's kind of the idea there, guys. Alright, off we go. Hey, Commander Shepard, appreciate you redeeming the 300 points for a coffee break. You know, I probably should redefine that reward. I used to stream a lot more in the morning, so coffee break was like, I'm going to take a couple minutes here, sip my coffee, and answer a question from me or something like that. So ask me a question if you've got one. I'll be happy to take that on for you, but this is not the coffee portion of the evening, if I'm being honest with you. Okay, let's go ahead and isolate. We gotta protect a boy over there. Let's go ahead and do the sweeps. Okay, now
man,
you guys have to hit him.
Your Ray is so thick.
She a big girl. Yeah, you thought it was a hydrate, Shepard? Well, here's the thing. just finished this drink here. Now that's a Nute lead, so we actually do want to pay taxes. It's kind of a bummer, guys. Let's go ahead and taunt up. Why the hell not? We can, in fact, silence Django. Guess we didn't land.
She got lucky. Oh.
She got lucky on you?
Your girl got to the ultimate again. I was getting so close.
She's a big girl.
So she's just, man, it's just how much can she take? Plus the GK, it was unfortunate, right?
Ooh, buddy. I believe it. I believe it.
Yep.
We gotta daze this Django.
Might have got you. But man, she's taking forever. She's just like, I don't want to die. It's okay. I'll just stay here and talk to you. We'll talk about our feelings. She doesn't actually want to go anywhere.
Yeah, no, she's got time. If you've got time, she's got time.
She she don't want to do anything. She'll sit there. But man, it can be dangerous.
There goes our old Ben. You done good for us. You were a good man. Goodbye, Django. You've been a cool dude. Let's go ahead and ability block this Droidica. We gotta send you know. Alright guys, this is working out. It's working out. Let's do the sweeps again. Pay the taxes. Do the drain. Right, we gotta have Commander Shepard get his money. You wanna hydrate, my man? You gotta hydrate. Here you go. It's like a third of a liter in one go. How you like it? Oh, Tassinix, you're an idiot. You should not have done the isolate on the stupid Droidica. You needed it on L3. For shame. Okay, now go ahead and just be stuck behind him. I'll just sit here then for the rest of my life. Good. Annihilate takes care of that. Bonk. The sweeps, the creeps, and the blips, Absolution. You like my sound effects. I didn't have to parrot the GG sounds tonight. Alright. You gotta go night-night, Nute. Yes, I still am in VG, Shepard. It's a good time. Great guild, great alliance, good people there. I really got nothing but good things to say about my experience.
I would say, Taz, I think you got me this round.
Yeah?
And I'm okay with that. Yeah, it's fair.
That raid took you downtown.
Yep, that started. Well, the Vader.
Oh, look at you made it through though. Look at you. All right, so what'd you have to? All right, you had to 3-shot that then, or no? You 2-shot it. You 2-shot.
No. Yeah, so I was like, I'm gonna take the risk with the first order, and then I took the Geos in on the Ray, so that cleared it. But then that forces my hand on what I needed to do. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh crap. Now I gotta. Let me see if I can't figure out what you did for banners. Ray, was that all right? So you must have.
Oh, I had bad matches in every round. So for I had to take CLS to your JTR. It was just too fast for anything that I was going to be able to use.
Okay.
So when I did that just hurt me, right? So
yeah,
your team just took out CLS. Like it single-handed target and CLS went by real fast.
Oh.
So I said it's like, what do? Do you get mad about it? It's like, no, it's cool. It happens. That's the game. That's the way you do it. It's like, it's just going to be one of those nights.
Right. Yeah. And that RJT is, that whole team's clocked for trouble.
Yep. Yeah. That's why I looked at. First thing I went to do was, all right, so you got a good sized BB-8. So obviously the next one is Finn. I'm looking at it like, yeah, that's too much. That's too much gumption for me to try to outdo right now.
I hear you. Would you happen to remember your banners for each of those? Because the Prime bot, obviously while I'm streaming, it's muted, so I wasn't catching.
No, that's okay. So I went ahead and did SLK versus your Darth Revan 4-man, and that got me 60. 53 for the CLS.
Mm-hmm.
was it 32, I think, for the Geos. And
Okay, against Ray.
Yeah, and I think 35. I think that was what my first order brought in.
Okay, 35.
Yeah, it's not a banner efficiency night. This is not a Zera stream for me. This is a, hey, I just need to kill stuff and actually, you know, not die thing.
No, I hear you, man. It's I mean, you know, if I'm having to two-shot stuff of yours, it's good to know that you just can't straight march through me.
No, and that was, like I said, it's taking that risk, right? It's like, I want to do the 50-50, let's make it fun. Let's do things where I make it tricky, like doing the Bad Batch up front, since the history shows that I've been running Bad Batch with JMK.
Yep.
And it's just things like that, right? Just because it's going to be more interesting. It's going to give you more time to have to think back and like, what do I take against this? And then the one thing I've never seen is anybody try to do JMK 50 first. Everybody does gas. So I'm like, all right, let's have fun and let's see what a JMK does with the full 50 first team.
Yeah, I've never seen it, so I'm saving that.
I've never seen it either.
It's coming up, man. Now, for going against my gas, that was actually better than I had hoped. I didn't know that I was going to be able to for sure draw your CLS, because what I was intending to do was pull your troopers up front so that you could face, you know, my sweet sisters there in the back.
Yeah. No, and that's fair, and that's a tough one. That's what I said. I know I'm at the point to not clear, so now it's like, how do I take the efficiency around with what I've got left?
Yeah.
But the call out was perfect. The setup like that, and those two together, Ray together with the Ray Cat Zeris, and then you throw them two, right? So Padme GK for me, and then yours with the Vandor, and then the Vader team. It just eats up teams. What do you do? And it's like, That's why I have the problem with people saying it's bad. Well, have you faced a Vader and GAC? Have you seen one properly built and go in? A guy beat me, but it took him 14s to kill my Vader last round with a double tank. So it's like, you're calling it out, but you're calling it out with half information, because that is not, that thing is just nasty.
Sorry.
Wow. No, it's okay. I'm thinking right now. You got some tricky teams up top too, and it's like, I know I have to get to ships or try.
That's if I'm in your shoes, that's what I would do. I would get the ships.
I'm going to. It's just looking like, if I can, I'm gonna try.
Oh, look at that stun. That's so nice. All right, I have to hit you, even though it's worthless. I should do this, but I can't meaningfully take out any of your. Well, no, it's not 501st. So what I have to do here, guys, I want to do this so that I have the defense up. I actually want to turn meter swap Echo and have no, I can't do that yet. Hold on, how do I want to do this? Do I want to go for the Mama Said knock you out or what? No, I feel like that could punish me, right? We still need to wait though. This isn't a great time for me to wait, but we have time on our side, so let's just do it. Double tap him. Okay, we finally got the damage immunity off 5s. All roads lead through 5s. Let's do, what is this? This is a turn meter swap. No, we don't need to do this move. We can just basic here. What's this one? No, we don't need to do that one either. Alright, that was a nice little plank. We'll take it. Alright. Go, keep calling yourself JMK. Let's get that ultimate rammed. You're almost there. We can slowly broly. Let's go ahead and get the protection up. Alright, how do we want to do this? He's about to go. What do we do? Throw the knife. Throw the knife twice. Okay. Okay. I think you knock him out. Come on, there it is. Come on. Why didn't you kill? Oh, it's because of the JMK thing. All right, just saved his life. Man, it is taking a month of Sundays. All right, guys, we are cracking and in action there. Okay, yeah, nothing's gonna save him from all this now. Let's go ahead and heal up our wrecker. Send these fine gentlemen straight to hell. Slap, slap, slap. Slap and clap. We're not stealthed. but that's okay. Mama said occupy. Go. No, didn't kill him, guys. Anticlimactic, guys. Alright. Okay, so now it's damage immunity, echo. Alright, there's that. Keep up with this, basic. Always kill the support cast here. That's fine. You don't need any support cast. That's what's up. Okay. On the gravy train here, guys. This, so we do know the supremacy of JMK Bad Batch versus JMK 501st. And I was thinking even set down Bad Batch. Man, this would have been a huge pain without it. Huge pain. Can we actually finish with full damage? Who knows? Keep it up, Tech. Tech has some really potent attack, to be honest. Yeah, keep that up, son. Alright. Stealth. Yes. Slap and go. Come on. Got less than a minute to win it, guys. Do that. Get that little bit of protection back. This. Okay. Starting to get in a bit of trouble here. 30 seconds. Let's give it over to the auto gods. Woo! Yeah, Bad Batch looks good with JMK, but you know what I heard, guys? This was another tip I heard through Sasha Ishi's. I believe it's possible that Bad Batch can just straight up kill JMK Bad Batch.
Yeah, that manual control, I'm sure it can.
I've not seen it, but, you know, obviously Sasha isn't in the business of bullshit about it.
Right. Well, and realistically, the one that come up, and we've been testing around with it too, is that with the right build, JMK Bad Batch can actually take out the Rey Cat.
Alright, now I have to throw in a couple other Jedi to make this work, guys, and then we're in the clear. Do I worry about Scion, Mara? No, I don't think I worry about anything like that. I was thinking about whether or not I worry about bringing Klo, but I don't think so. Ezra will do just fine in here. We got a nice team left. So JML, Cam, Shock, Hoda, Ezra. Now, note this, guys, before we go in. This is our last squad we need to clear. I actually do not have a terrible lot left over. I've got like Mon Mothma, like a B-Team First Order, Scrap Bounty Hunters, a Wampa, and a Thrawn. It's, so we planned this one pretty close to the razor's edge. Alright, let's wrap up this last squad and see if I can't lose the match on fleets, yeah? Okay, AoE for everyone. Not that it matters a whole heck of a lot, but let's go ahead and have Cam go after Nihilus. Goodbye, sweet mother of God. What a hit. How about you? Part 2. No, you're just big and sweaty off the get. Okay. What'd you think about that then? If everybody under stealth, nobody under stealth. Alright, that's fine. Scion wants to die. I'm in an obliging mood. Pop. Alright, there's your bad times. Let's go ahead and finish her. Get rid of that. Yes, quite nice, guys. Quite nice. No, let's do a basic here. Yeah. And call him. Yep, there we go. Nice. Very nice. Okay, now we just started using Hoda to top off, right? There we go. That's it. 60. Right on the nose. Very, very sweet. I like that green. All right, last but not least, let's have ourselves a look at fleet. Very, very nice. Oh, you got through GG up there, eh?
Yeah, Night Sisters did this job.
All right, Night Sisters pays the price against the full Separatist GG guys. So if I can command that kind of counter for kind of more or less scrap droids, I'm into it.
Yeah.
I want to see how you deal with that Nute there, because that
I'm looking at right now. That's actually what I'm looking at as we speak. I'm thinking.
Now, you already had to use your Geos, so I don't feel bad in telling you. I can Geos that for next time.
So my concern always is when it comes to that is that timing, right? And it's like, obviously, if you try to throw, like, we'll say troopers at that, right? And that sticks on that Django, and we sit all day waiting for him to try to get off that immunity, it can be a pain. If it's not managed correctly, it's just gonna drop and go. So that's where it's like, what do I take against it right now that's gonna keep me alive long enough to make sure the job gets done?
The key to the kingdom here is you have to get an ability block onto Django. While he's damage immunity, he can still be ability blocked, and that's the key. Otherwise, I've been in the same boat as what you're talking about. You're going fine with your Geos, and one day you know everybody's full health, and for whatever reason, Django's rocket forks and hits Spy under stealth and just knocks his teeth right out. Yeah. Yes, Shepard. Yes, T3 and 88. Yes, it's a tough team. Right. Yes, honestly, there's a couple ways I could make it. Like, the one way I could make it further difficult would be to drop Magna and put BB-8 there, but I so love my BB-8 with RJTR2 like that. I mean, you heard here tonight, TJ countered it with CLS, and that is the for sure way to, have peace of mind going after that team. Almost anything else, I'm hoping you take against it, because I'm probably going to snip you there.
Yeah. And that's exactly what it is. It's I need the sure bet, because I've got to be able to get to that back wall, right, to see what we're doing and what we're looking at to get to the point.
Yep.
Yeah, you got me thinking harder right now.
Good. That's hey. Yeah.
That's what I said. It's also trying to come up with the point that at any point I could get the GAC RNG, as I'll call it, whatever we want to say it, the Almighty that takes over and says, no, whatever you thought was going to happen is not. Let's go ahead and just reset that.
Yep. All right, guys. For fleets, y'all know the drill. Going after a Negotiator, I'm going to do Home 1. As always, the discussion is how many reinforcements to bring, right? Commander Shepard, thanks. He said this is the SL big brain shit. Very little I come up with my own, Shepard. I'm just more than willing to pay attention to my opponents, and if imitation is the sincerest form of flattery, I am just glowing people up all the time, because I am a shameless copier. I mean, especially if it kicks my ass, I won't forget it anytime soon. So as far as reinforcements goes, guys, usually 2 should be enough. You only take the third if you think you might get unlucky. And honestly, I like Y-Wing kind of as a plug-and-play tank with a cleanup fleet if I need, because I can get a taunt out of him, if only for a turn. And that's often all you really need out of a janky tank to run with your Finalizer fleet, for example. In this case, though, I think I'm going to run with all 3 of these reinforcements, Cassian, Phantom 2, and Y-Wing. I very much doubt I'll end up getting to the third. Probably, if I actually get lucky with them, not to the second. What kind of dog you got there, TJ?
Oh, multiple dogs. My wife loves them.
I love dogs, too. I grew up with dogs, but now as an adult I have cats. For whatever reason. Didn't have cats for a while.
I did as a kid, with my family. My mom does all that stuff like that. And I'm going to tell you, just so you have a heads up, yeah, the new team got me too. It's just that night tonight, and that's okay.
The new team got you. All right. So here, guys, we see that we've already got, we got lucky there. We know that we're going to have the AoE, let's think about it. Let's do the AoE from Han here. I still want to save the wiggle. I don't want to use the wiggle if I don't need to. Alright, now we have a healing immunity on Biggs. Healing immunity is not the one I'm worried about. If we had buff immunity get stuck to us by JKA, then I would cleanse here. But since that's not the case, I will do the AoE. Okay. Yeah, got you just hanging out in the wind there. That's neat. Alright. Still gotta go after you. Let's do the wiggle just to get you out of harm's way. There we go. Okay. Please. There's a target lock. You know how to do them. Look at that. Look at that. Okay. So now you've got 2 taunts on the field, both of which are eminently dispellable. We will call out Cassie. Take the young man straight to hell. There we go. Han's deciding to do some of his work. Flo's just got the elite dodges. That's hot. That's hot in the I hate it sense, but yeah. Okay, okay. Dispelled. Well, geez, what should we do? We should dispel so I can move right after Flo. We got a wiggle here. We're gonna base it again. We gotta cut through all that. There we go, guys. Alright. Yeah, now we're cooking with gas. There it is. There it is. Alright. Alright. So good. Okay, okay, okay. I see you, sir. There's the assist train. Yeah, man. Han, you got with the program today, Han. You're a good guy. Okay, good, good, good. We took care of it. Don't kill any of the ships, damn it. Did I lose a ship because of this damn wagon? Alright, there we go. 62. Okay, 62's not bad. Not bad. We took some damage, but it's alright. It's alright. Alright, last but not least, guys, Executor. This is for all the marbles. Now, the problem when you're using Malevolence against Executor, so much depends on you getting the first reinforcement. It's for that reason that I like TIE Fighter up front. You will force feed turn meter to your capital and hopefully get out ahead. We'll put up Hyena and Vulture there, our 3 Geos, and Ebon Hawk for the lulls. Alright, here we go. For all the marbles. Okay, so we do the special over here. Alright, who are they going to AoE on? That's the big question. Okay, so that means we did get out ahead, right? We can do the AoE here. Our TIE Fighter served his grim purpose. Okay, yeah, alright, so now they killed that. So now we actually are for sure out ahead, right? Doesn't matter where we do the sweep here. Since nobody had fuzzies, it doesn't matter. So, because there's Houndstooth who has Taunt, and 2 other bodies, when we call in Spy, we will get somebody else. We find out which weasel we pop. Alright, hopefully it's going to be Mando himself, but it depends on how many dodges the young man decides to get. We popped through his first life pretty expeditiously there. Happy with that. Okay, alright, bunch of crap from you. Okay, Boba came on in, did business. Basic, nothing good there. Oh man, we are just getting time over on us. We gotta do the dispel here. Hopefully, just my turn. Okay, does this kill you? Got him! Okay, so here's the good news, guys. If we have to 2-shot this, we're not 2-shotting it the hard way. There's no contract now. Now it's just a grim race against time. I could do Buzzies there, but Foresight would evade them. We do have a Breach on deck, right? So not a lot of benefits to bringing out virtually anybody else right now. With Reach on deck, it doesn't do anything. Let's bring out Sunfac. So we got a freebie stun there, and we can capitalize on that stun a little later. I really don't want to use the special from Spy there. Go ahead and stun you again. Ideally, you want to call out Evanhawk as that second ship so you can go after one of the other non-Houndstooth ships, but that's the rub. When he's able to get a breach out, you won't be able to move past him. Alright, so we lose a couple ships there. It's really about what... Well, so we get the ultimate, right? Let's go ahead and take it. It would be crazy not to. We get to do a sweep, which means we have a chance at killing Cad Bane. There's a good chance here. Ooh, there's a good chance we can kill Hounds too. Come on. Damn it. Alright. So we gotta do this somewhat the hard way, but really weak ships. So let's now clean this up with Finalizer. That's what we'll do. Alright, let's comment this up. Executor. 1 drop. What should I say? Killed Razor Crest, but Houndstooth applied breach just before our second reinforcement, so could not bring out Evanhawk. So that's the price. 1 drop. Oh yeah, let me load it up with this Malevolence. Alright. So, had there not been that breach, it would have been art. However, this will do. So, first order, 1 and 2, and shout outs to Parker here from Shadowlands Vanguard, who reminded me that in a situation with Preload on deck, you want to have Special Forces tie out for pretty much every other situation because of his extremely useful call, calling the TIE silencer. But when you're in a Preload situation, it's much more important to have First Order TIE Fighter out front instead of Special Forces, because Finalizer activates all of the reinforcement abilities for all of the starting ships, and that means we front load 15% turn meter to our team, which helps blunt the edge from their preload. Alright, so as far as cleanup goes, let's be modest about it. We're going to throw in Clone Sergeant, and I'm going to throw in Consular. I don't think we'll need more than 2 of those ships, but no reason to choke at the end.
Oh, man.
What's that now?
Oh, just the night. That's all. You just gotta laugh at it. So
you just have another drop, bud?
Oh yeah, man. It's all over the place. Like I said, that funnel out was
just murdered crew.
Yeah, it's just
no,
what do you do,
though,
right?
Crew didn't get a single turn, like legit.
Yeah. That was went in on yours with the troopers. That was my idea, right? I had to come up with a way. So with Death Trooper is the option instead of something else, and lo and behold, perfect setup. Got me back. So hey, respect. It was fun, but man, I've got nothing left in the tank. It's just that's how it goes.
They get. Holy shit. All right, well, we got to note that one up, guys. I mean, crew did not get a turn, and we actually had no means of doing better to give him a turn. There really was nothing else. So Finalizer. Let's think about this. Finalizer got blown out. Crew died before his first turn. Even with First Order TIE 15% TM game. That is tough, guys. Alright, so that means that I want to throw in a Junker fleet to time, to withdraw and take off the turn meter. So we're going to throw in Mace with a Sith fighter. maybe even one more ship. Let me think about it with Ghost. Something like that. Because I need to just get one turn. In fact, yeah, things have been dicey with how quickly that Executor took its turn, so we will throw in 3 ships. I won't need these. Maybe not that one. This one. I certainly won't regret using. Alright, so we're going to throw in these 3 ships and then withdraw, and then go back in and clean it up with Holden, guys. Without a preload, I mean, we're in a lot better shape, but that is tough times. Alright. So here they go, lighten up my people. Yep. Yep. Okay, so now we forfeit. I note this one up as a 3rd drop, but you know, we'll note that we just used that to reset. So endurance used to reset preload. Okay. And then we go in with Raddus for glory. Resistance. Actually, I don't need all that many ships to click through anymore. This one. Let's throw you because I like to still have Ray off the bench, if I'm being honest. Ray, and then who? We can use the Sith Bomber if we need for another ship. Okay, guys, I think this will get us through the gate. I know Wedge is kind of weird here, but hear me out. I think we'll be fine. Yeah, you know, why not take Vader, guys? Because there's no other hope for me to win. If I don't do it here. I'm actually going to take Reaper, because Reaper has a Dispel and he can help allies, so we'll do it like that instead of Vader. How's that sound? We're getting there, TJ. We're getting there.
Hey, it's your night, man. I'm all about it. And all it tells me is I can't wait for the rematch, right?
Hey, yeah. And you and I have fought once before, back in 3v3 a few seasons back.
I knew I remembered the name, right? So I know, like I told you before, like with Yoda Force, right? Him and I have seriously gone 2, 3, 4 GAC seasons where match after match we were together. So that's why I call him my GAC brother from another mother. It's just we were always together, right? We got hot sauce in there. I see him multiple times. I know I've seen your name, but we didn't match up at times.
Right.
Our group is small, right? So as the people keep leaving or whatever keeps happening, our pyramids keep seeming to get smaller at the top. So
I don't want to actually. Oh yeah, that was the right call. Woo! Of course you're gonna dodge. There you go. Okay, guys, we made it through 33. We're not gonna stick it on the fridge, but it's a clear. All right, let's see what we showed up with for banners, guys. Yeah,
let's say yours better than mine. How about that?
27 something. It's not one for the record books, but it'll do. It will do. All right, so 2762. All right, let's take a moment and look back through about what you're up to, TJ. All right, so you had to 2-shot Nute. What'd you do to get through?
So all right, so here's what I did, right? I had to go off the idea of how am I gonna to play apart your team. So what the pick apart was, because I took Padme, and I did that with Ray. I actually took a GMY lead because my GMY is actually really fast. He's got an offense build. So the GMY lead, because it starts building up the tenacity, I took him. And since that's Galactic Republic, I took in JKA. I took in Ahsoka. So for the assists and everything going on for the turns, did Jolie for the revive just in case, and then did Bass because he's gonna pump up GMY as he's trying to fly through it, and then kind of like the old school trick we would do with GG, right? Yeah. We take the JKR team. So I took that concept and used that with the GMY lead.
That's clever. Yeah, that's interesting. I don't have. So you have the Zeta?
I do.
I don't have that Zeta. Yeah,
I got caught.
You got me beat on Zetas, that's for sure. You got me heavy in there.
Well, that's where the ship shard, right? That's where it comes from. All those times like that. I'm one of the oldest members in that ship shard. So when when Wiz called it out and all that, I've been there since before the split. When daily you're getting knocked down to I think 100. I think somebody even got knocked down from 1 to 200 at one point. That's how bad it would get. But
really active, man. I have to say, since Executor came out, I mean, I've always had one of the biggest fleets in the shard. And it's an older shard, but it's like wherever I park, if I don't want to move, I don't move.
Right. That is not how this works.
Yeah.
And my ship shard is where you park is not where you're going to end up. Where you go to sleep, you're not going that way.
Yeah, whatever your number is, minus 100, we'll see you there at 8 a.m.
Yeah, it's not that way after the post split, but yeah, it is a fair statement to say like Executor became professionals real quick, and we have all the top guilds in there that are aligned, so it's like right everybody's working with everybody. But yeah, we work like a unit. So when you're looking at it, we coordinate, we do things, and you get to be really aligned really quickly. Like you take your first R9, what's everybody gonna do? They may want to do Vader, or they may want to do it's like no. That's why you saw my SRP that's R8. And if you go look at my Rebel fleet, anybody in that Rebel fleet is R8. My initial one, and then yes.
Man, look at you. Now, I gotta tell you, I'm one of our TW fleet officers. Fleet's like one of my great passions. And I had been beating the drum since forever to people to have those Relic 7s. And then, the day came where if you had a double R7 Pistons U-Wing, you could get outrun by a Relic 6 Special Forces TIE Fighter.
Yeah.
Now, at Relic 7 Special Forces, you would need one of those Piston pilots R8 to outrun it. Do you have both R8?
Oh, yeah. I'm maxed out that. And it's so when those are actually one of my first R8s. So when we went back when this all started, we were doing things, obviously GK, but then I took it to the Rebel fleet because with the fresh R8, you go into GAC and you see the Rebel fleet. If you don't pay attention to that piston and that SRP and you're not ready for it, it's going to surprise you and you're going to get knocked out quick. And it's going to be a fast match. It's over.
It's a story of how your Ahsoka gets like insta'd.
Yeah, and that was the idea, was I'm doing this for GAC, but also for counters, because if you've got that speed built up right, you're taking out, GK, or you're taking out other items. Like, I can pretty much take out almost anything with the Rebel fleet.
Yeah, unless somebody was, like, similarly invested. Good God, man, you would just mow them over with the team.
Yeah. Yep.
That's incredible,
and
dude.
It's just those smart little things, right, to make GAC more fun. And it's like, just like tonight. It was worth it for me to get you to struggle. I may have lost, but I'm okay with that. But it was fun, right? And that was the goal.
Yeah, I mean, I even got to full clear. Like, just in Quillaby, I just like mashed my face against the wall there, like all night there, and that was like, man, that sucks. Because it's like I used everything I had to full clear his squads. And I was like, okay, we at least got through the squad zones. I'll be able to get through the fleets. And then I just face plant like 3 times in a row on Executors. Like, this is good.
Of course,
this is good. So tell me here real quick though about what happened to you there with the Maul team and the BAM team, because the BAM you had a backup.
So what happened with the Maul was it's end of the pot, right? So that's what I said. That starting downhill, putting so much on defense, it's that risk.
Yep.
You're really putting apart to stay, because I mean, I could have easily kept my my trio and done something with that, right?
Yeah.
But not keeping those items and saying, let me do this. I like that team that he went. I watched Zareth. I seen the struggle. Like, this is going to be interesting. I think this is going to be fun, because you just don't see the trio on defense. So when you do, and the right setup.
If I had done like you and set 3 GLs on D, because I was really mulling it over, man. I was really thinking about setting a 3rd GL in the back to kind of catch it, and ultimately I didn't. And if I had, it might have been a real problem. It might have been a real problem.
Well, but I think you had the right setup with the gas, right? The idea of you're going to pull my CLS up front.
Yeah.
Because I 90% of the time CLS is on defense, but obviously now with gas and the way it works, everybody's trying to keep CLS for that usage, right?
Well, don't give me too much credit on that because, like I said, I didn't place gas there with the intention of something drawing your CLS up front because there's plenty of I mean, you could have chosen to use Imperial Troopers to kill RJT just fine.
Yeah, I couldn't beat those speeds, and that's
Okay,
the key thing. So that offset, trying to spread those speeds out, like you made a good call out with it, right? I'm not getting as lucky with all of them. I'm buying everything I can, obviously trying to build them up, but it's not coming through. So it's like, where do I put what, and how do I utilize my my setup to my advantage as best I can?
Okay.
And the call out to the troopers was like, yeah, I want those massive speeds. But it's like, how do I offset it? So goal for me would be that I pull your JMK and then have something bad happen, right? So something goes off, it does something unfortunate. You have to use both GLs up front. Then I have JMK in the back to hold that line as the offset.
Interesting. And what? So I know that you were long in the tooth by the time you got to this. So what happened there on BAM that forced your quick back out?
On BAM, the perfect storm, the same stuff. It's been all night, and that's why I laugh. It's like you get to the point where it's not something you take personal. It's a great match, great opponent, and it's fun.
I appreciate you, man.
Oh yeah, but you look at the match, and it's like everything that can happen. I got dazed, so my troopers went done. I couldn't get it fast enough to get the things down I needed to get where I needed to. So that's what I mean. And so it's like my thought was, okay, I need to be able to get your nest ultimately. So it's like I need to get that one kill. So I was striving for just the right get that BAM, and it was trying to get that death mark. So everything to work out, it needed to work out, and it didn't. Mm-hmm. And so your team said, no, we're not having that right now. And it went right back and it said, let's put you on days. And then they just, you literally watched my team just drop like you're doing dominoes. It goes,
the great Lappening was upon you.
Yeah. So as I said, it's a great match. I'm going to try some stuff. I'm glad I got to try my first order on your Vader to see that it does in fact work. So it's like, I might as well risk it and see what I get with that.
Yes.
And that opted in for me to be able to use Geos on Rey. So it's like, that's good. I can see now that I can use that team.
That's true, man. That's exciting. We both learned something from this match.
Oh yeah.
I mean, and that's people complain about about every change that's made in this game, but I have to say one of the things that I love the most is when they changed GAC, right? When they expanded the brackets and they shook up the matchmaking and how it's done. I mean, I see a lot of the same faces, but I see good faces. And I'm coming up against matches where time and time again, man, if I don't do my homework, I'm just gonna get blown out. Yeah. It's a good time. All right, let me do the recap here for you guys, and then I'm gonna see about rating you off to another worthy streamer. So let's do the brief recap. Defense side. So our esteemed opponent here, TJ, had to two-shot Lord Vader just as I had to do to his. He was able to use a B team of First Order to do it. He used Phasma with Fox, and then he had Fu Special Forces and somebody else in there. But the meat and potatoes of that team is Phasma and Fox. And you keep force-feeding turns into Fox. He's stacking health, he's getting swole, and he's just knocking teeth out on a solo Lord Vader. I went in with Geos and endured an ultimate from him. You wouldn't believe how fast he charged that up when I went in for a cleanup. But, alright, so he one-shot my Darth Revan. He had to two-tap Rey. After the first attempt, Rey and GK were still standing, so he went back in and wrapped that up with something. I'm guessing Geos.
Yeah, it was Geos.
Yeah, Geos, yep. Alright, and then RJT down here. He checked the characters, he saw the speeds, wasn't having none of that, came in at it with CLS proper-like to not mess around. Alright, so then he came to the back and, surprise penis. We have gas there, which CLS, him being deprived of CLS, one good counter for that out of the way. Mother Talzin, I had intended to draw his troopers up front with either RJT or DR, thinking that, okay, I'm going to set these big swole sisters in the back to catch him. And I don't know if you got the juice to attempt any of these teams in the back, but I will say that I wasn't successful in drawing out our opponent's troopers on the front. He used them up top, so that gamma didn't play off, but the wall did well overall. Let's go up top real quick. We were just discussing that here, TJ and I. So yeah, he had to 2-tap this Nute, was able to one-shot GG, and what did you use to clean up GG? It was a pretty budget counter, right?
Yeah, it was just Night Sisters.
Yeah,
Night Sisters did his job.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. And by this time, he was getting a bit long in the tooth, so Maul, Maul gave him trouble, and then bam, once you get that lap going on you have to back out. I mean, if you get a preload on a BAM team, nah, you don't want none of that. All right, so defense side set aside here. I came down here. We one-shot BAM. Let me see. The BAM, that was typical. That was Aurra Bounty Hunters. Lord Vader, we went in with Slacker. And we killed everybody except Lord Vader himself. And what was interesting here is that I tried a strategy with only one tank with crew, which was a huge dum-dum, right? Because Thrawn's staring right there at my face. So what does he do? He fractures him, and their team goes after the rest of my guys with impunity. If I do this, Slacker counter to Lord Vader next time, I am going to run it with the double tank, I think. I wouldn't do that twice the way I did it. And I think I might have been able to actually one-shot the encounter had I done it that way. Alright, so against the full Bad Batch team with Omega, what did I do for that? I think I did Padme. This was cool. That was a great idea from Sasha Isha. That was Padme, Ahsoka, JKA, and then Ayla Qui-Gon. What he was telling me was Padme plus whatever. And I happen to have Ahsoka, JKA, Ayla, and Qui-Gon, and that worked out just fine. It got 55 banners. Against one of, your premier, premium, top dollar teams out there, I am into that. That worked just fine. Rey, he has his own Rey cat, so I just shamelessly copied Arnold. I used C, Armor, Watt, Gar Saxon, and Stormtrooper. Let those two boys buy my armor a bit of time. You put the tank tech onto C, then you put weapon tech onto Armor so that she gets that next turn quickly. You don't want to mess around. You do want to actually get your 3 stacks of Beskar armor. It's worth it. So, when it is worth it, you got to have the tanks, and that turn meter tech on her really made just a little bit more difference. I'm into it. Let's go to the back. So I didn't know what he was going to have back here. Another GL for me? I don't know. And sure enough, he did. And very unconventional, right? And TJ said himself, he was trying to see what happened. You don't see this out in the wild. You don't see JMK 501st out in the wild. So maybe it was going to stagnate. Maybe not. You don't know until you try. So I remember from a previous conversation talking about JMK mirror matches that JMK plus Bad Batch is very serious business. And I can't imagine why Bad Batch wouldn't have been better than 501st, especially in the absence of gas. So I tried it, and it worked just fine. We got a 60. That worked super clean, guys. The rules are still the same. Kill 5s first, then work your way around. Nute, we went in with a Traya, Scion, Nihilus, Old Ben, and Stormtrooper Han. That was 55. This Maul team, I had JML left over, so why not? JML, Cam, Shock, Hoda, Ezra for 60. Not a bad wall back there. 60, 60, 55. By the way, that front wall, just to fill you in, give you some idea, 59, 54, 58, 58. Not so bad. Wait, no, sorry, that's the top wall that I haven't discussed yet. That's bottom wall is a complete lie. Bottom wall was 59, 35, 55, 48. That sounds a heck of a lot more realistic. Alright. Let's talk about top for the attacks. So, against DR, that's troopers all day for 59. Mon Mothma, we used Jawas. I haven't used Jawas in forever in 5 vs 5, but I was like, you know what, let's try it. And honestly, the worst part about it was the SRP keeping a comeback. You couldn't put that on auto. You had to watch that and time it right, because if you don't go for the move where you call an assist and hopefully knock him out just after he comes back, SRP just keeps, reviving, and it would be pretty difficult to kill him if you just put it on auto. RJT here. So without BB-8, I didn't have to worry about the zoomies, but I did have to worry about the kill order, because you still want to kill Resistance Hero Finn, but you can't go after RJT until this Vet Han's dead, or he's going to pop your teeth right out your head. That one worked all right. So GG, we went in with Bastila, JKR, Grandmaster Jolie, and JKL for 58. So that was just overmanning that. My one good team, the goodish team, like a B team that I had left over that was unused this round was Mon Mothma. So that's something for me to think about. Although I have to say, I'm not impressed with Mon, and I'm not saying this because TJ said it on defense. I'm saying in general, I'm not impressed with Mon Mothma on defense. When I have seen it be detrimental, it's as a backwall team where you've successfully drawn out the right counters up front, which I think is also hard to do. Like it's a kind of a wasted effort to put a lot of effort in trying to punish Mon Mothma, right? So I don't know, but I like having the team available for offense. I didn't have to use it for cleanup, but if I did, I had it. And then last but not least, folks, fleets. We one-shot Negotiator, no problem with home one, same old, same old. Finalizer, we stuck to the script. We got Razor Crest out on the first try, but before our second reinforcement could come out, where I would have called Ebonhawk, Houndstooth was able to get another taunt out. Now, I'll have to go back and watch the video. It might be the case that I had incorrectly just tried to do a basic on some non-Houndstooth ship, just trying to put damage down, but in reality what I did was I just fed turn meter to Houndstooth, right? So I probably brought that extra turn of his onto myself and screwed up the count. Gotta be mindful of all that. There's a lot going on in that fight. So we went back in with Finalizer, and Executor just destroyed crew, nothing to it. Didn't even get the chance to back out, really. I tried to see if I could do it with another couple of turns, and the very first turn I took, it was over from that. Went in with Endurance, just with a couple junker ships to make sure that I would have enough time to back out, reset the preload. Went back in with Raddus and got the job done. So home one was 62 banners and Raddus was 33. Definitely some rough chop going through, guys, but it was a great match. Oh, Ryan here in chat says, Slacker does beat it with double tank. Banners suck, though. You know what, Ryan? I mean, we're in kind of a no man's land, right? We're in this weird space where we have Lord Vader without Maul. So I'm sure that whatever this Slacker counter is, it will change or it will break when Maul's added to the game. But for the time being, if you're telling me that double tank is gonna get me a one-shot on Lord Vader, I'm into that. I can take a low banner win, because, who wants to two-tap things these days? Especially, look at the kind of margins we're working with here, guys. We're talking like you have 1 or 2 drops, and you're just up the creek. You're just out of options. Okay, Ryan's saying, all the footage I've seen so far, Slacker's the only one alive and wins one shot. I mean, there you have it. I mean, if it works, guys, I'm going to try that Slacker double tank next time. I'm not going to get caught off guard, dum-dumming myself against the Thrawn again. Okay, so I think we've pretty much covered everything here, guys. Let's get to seeing who's available to raid you off to. Once again, shout out and special thanks to our guest here with us for most of the evening, tj5270. Anything you'd like to say, TJ? Shout out. Any comments? Anybody you want to say anything to while we're on the horn?
Oh man, yeah, just to you guys, content creators trying to do the stuff you do, man. I love watching the vids. I love watching the streams and seeing what you guys are gonna do and use. Like I did that one Maul team with the Sith trio. That's off of a content creator, just being fun. So just to you guys, to my guild, and awesome opponent. I'm glad we got to face again. I look forward to the rematch, right? Because
seriously,
maybe this time I'll get the GAC RNG on my side. It'll go fun, But no, it was a lot of fun, man.
I hear you, man.
It was a good straight up fight.
Same here. Likewise. Thank you. It's great to have strong opponents, and I really appreciate this. I like being able to have this kind of conversation with opponents. The stream benefits from our discussion, but if we're once the trigger's pulled and attack round starts, I don't really think there's anything secret, right? Like you can see what I've said and say, okay, this is what the guy kept for offense. There's no secrets here. So when we're able to have a frank conversation about what we're using to counter each other and stuff, we both gain, the viewership gains, it's all good. All right, guys. Sorry, you had something else to say?
No, no, and like I said, getting to try new things, right? I am so
Absolutely.
glad I got to try that first order. That's my big takeaway right now, where I'm smiling. I'm like, oh, I'm glad that worked. It was like the one time where the GAC did what it's supposed to do, right? So it's like, all right, good to know I can take that back to the guild. If we have a lone LV, we know what we need to do.
Well, I'll tell you right now. I mean, I'm putting Phasma on my to-do list. She's been at the bottom forever.
Yeah.
I'm bringing her up. She's got a place. That was pretty cool to know that you could do that to a Lord Vader. All right, guys, we're gonna raid you guys off to Fort Mort. I don't know that I've raided him recently, so I'm gonna get the raid started. Again, thanks to TJ for joining us. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you here Friday night for week 3, round 2. Oh wait, let me back out and show you guys something. We've got a pretty busy bracket here this time. So old friend of mine, Sins of the Fathers, worked himself up into Division 1, and I fought this guy in the distant past. Very clever opponent. Cheddar, I don't know. Darth Lord, I have heard of, I think. TJ, of course, and we got Hot Sauce, the infamous, here of Maw. Rock and Rolla, Infinite Empire, don't know him. Tile from Mandalorian Horizon, and yours truly. All right, guys, we'll see you here soon in a couple of days. We'll see what the bracket serves up to us. Take care. Have a good night.
All right, that was a fun match, man. I'm glad. I liked it. It was great. I didn't appreciate the loss, but I'm. Yeah. And honestly, it's like it was a bad day to begin with the in my life stuff with work and all that. It was like I couldn't get my 2 o'clock start. I'm like, damn, that sucks. And then they went past, and I'm looking at it's like, man, he's talking about streaming at like 6 or 7 my time, and then like I'm over here coaching at the same time. My wife says, go do honeydew and go get food for the kids, and we're doing this. And like, well, there's more time. And it was one thing after another. So it's like it's a bad day, but it was fun. I had fun doing it, and getting to get online with you guys and chat and talk. What do they call? I can only think of like this big dick GAC matches, right? I don't know what else to call it. Like we're at the top of the chain, and getting to play the people like that, and putting in an honest fight and seeing what happens and who walks away with the win. It's like it's great. I don't think you can get any better than that.